What's going on, everybody? Sneak Shark, what up, what up? Gonna do some OG hero builds today. Nothing but the original 4. We are on US West, as always. I am in the Steam group chat, and I'm gonna make some public matches right from the war table, so anyone that wants to join, feel free to hop on in. And you know what, I'm going to adjust the music volume down just a little bit. Seems a little bit loud. Let's see, let's see. All right. There we go. Got the music lowered just a touch. Rosario Yoshi, what up, what up? Alright, anyway, here we go. On US West, feel free to hop on in and join me. Where we want to start? Let's start off like I always do in the dungeon. Starting off in the dungeon. Let's see. Gots to get all them crafting materials. So tomorrow we're going to get some new news. We got an actual official dev stream. Sadly, it is one of 2. Or one of at least 2. What's going on there, Cajun Ants? So we know that, like usually when we get a dev stream, the update comes the next week. They've already basically told us right up front that's not the case, as there's going to be more than one dev stream. So we're not going to get the update next week. It's not going to happen yet. So at the soonest, the week after, that's assuming Trendy's all ready to go, but I'm not optimistic. You know, we will see, we will see. I did make this public, right? Of course, somebody fires up their lawnmower right as I start streaming. That's kind of how it works for me, I think. See, what are we missing? We don't have any Huntress. Let's get a little Huntress going. Something like that. We still got DU left. Guess we could monk it out. What do we got? 220. Well, we could do 6 flames. Just something like this. Epic Zion Adventure. What up, what up? Yeah, so anyway, tomorrow, remember, Friday, we usually have Trendy Friday Fun. This week we're going to have an actual dev stream. I'll be live on Twitch right after to discuss any new info that we learn. So excited to get the new infos. I'm assuming they might talk a little bit about the new maps. I did one console video last week there, Project Black. If I do any streaming on the console, it'll be like once a month. I don't plan on putting any time into DD2 on the consoles other than just having fun. Alright, looks like I am a loner today, so we'll just go ahead and get this going here. Not a whole lot of people playing DD2 right now. Quite a few people waiting for this next update, and the next update just isn't here yet. Flamethrowers are really strong, they're epic. The problem is you have to be very clever with the placement, particularly in end-game content, because Cobalt Flyers, those guys right there, are just going to dive bomb any tower that you have anywhere near the entrance. I don't think we're going to get a release date this week, Rage. I mean, we might. but I don't think we're going to. David, what's up? What's up? At this point in the game, Trendy really needs to... They need to get it dialed in, you know? It's just people aren't playing publicly their Epic, is why. I mean, even the EU servers, there's not very many people... There's a lot more people that sit in town on EU servers. The majority of the player base, though, I mean, right now, if you went through all the servers and added up the people, it would be less than 100 people. And I'm sure if you looked on Steam charts, there's more than 100 people currently playing. It's because the bulk of players are sitting in tavern, you know, or sitting in their private taverns or playing matches. I'm not sure. I do think that Trendy has... I think they missed some opportunities. I really do. They knew right out of the gates at day one that people hated Ancient Power. And they waited so long before they made any changes to it. They knew right out of the gates on day one that people hated 3-map Onslaught floors. And they waited so long before they made any changes to it. Now, we got those changes coming, but they're still not even here yet. You know, I personally would have loved to have seen all those things take place before the crafting system and before, you know, just before a lot of the other aspects of the game made it into the game. The vault. There was a lot of development time spent on new additions to the game that, you know, I mean, obviously it's easy for me to say. I'm the guy that just plays it. Why doesn't the servers work? The servers seem to work fine for me. What's going on there, Lightrayne? I don't know, but it's probably a question best asked Trendy tech support, not here on stream there, finally. Exclamation support in chat will get you a link to submit a ticket. I'm not the tech support guy. I'm just some dude that plays games. Oh, they're definitely an indie company. I mean, it's a really small company, no doubt. Tom, what's up, what's up? How you doing? I mean, there's some glaring problems with the game. I'm not going to try to cover any of that up. We all know that there's bugs, there's massive disconnect issues. There is lots of issues with DD2 that I wish was not a thing, you know? Oh, there we go. Awesome. Lightrayne added a playtest link. Very, very nice. Danny is looking for more RPG players, so if you're over 18 and have a PC, destruction is a requirement on every defense, Phoenix. It is the MVP shard in the game. Lag would be from your connection, not from the game. People misunderstand what lag is. Lag is latency between your computer and their servers. So any lag issues in any game is going to be caused by the connection, nothing else. Now, if you're talking about like frame rate drops and stuff like that, that's not lag, of course. Yeah, destruction is the MVP. There you go, Epic. Well, if you're interested, follow that link that Lightrayne posted up. And basically, you got to send an email to Danny Moore, And Danny is in charge of the RPG group, which stands for Remote Playtesting Group. And he would love to hear from you, because I know they're looking for more testers right now. And remember, you don't have to be a PC player, you just have to have an access to the PC for the playtest. They give you a set profile. You don't go by, or it doesn't go by your live account. So any rewards or whatever that you earn can be redeemed on any account, whether it be PlayStation, Xbox, or PC. It's a fun thing to do if you have a little extra time. I'm not sure when the next playtest is going, but I'm assuming it's probably, if not this weekend, next weekend. Can I go to Tavern? Well, if I go to Tavern, I lose my win streak bonus. So I'm not gonna go to Tavern, but yeah, I can go to Tavern. It's pretty much the same as every defense in the game, to be honest there, Got. Every single defense in the game, if you go with Deadly Strikes, Destruction, and Defense Rate, that is 100% your starting point for every single defense. So use those 3 shards and whatever mods you want. You want a boom mod, melee boom is definitely the most popular. So you'd want to go with like melee boom, maybe anti-melee. I mean, I can do additional spotlight videos for sure, but it just, to be honest, it feels like, I mean, I'm saying the exact same thing in every video. Use these 3 shards, use these 3 mods. You know, with the exception of like making something specific for Frost Orcs or whatever. You might want to restart your game there, Fine Line. I mean, I was just in Tavern, so, I mean... Step 1, restart the game. But yeah, no clue. You don't want to ask for tech support in the DD2 Discord. If you have a tech support issue, you contact tech support. You don't contact other players. I'm pretty patient in that regard there, David. This is weird. Daily mission, bonus mission. What is going on with that? I just got 900 Defender medals for doing that map. I'm assuming I had 2 dailies, maybe, that completed? Yeah, there's a frosty build there. Got. There is indeed. Nah, they don't have a tech support tab. No one from Trendy, I mean, I don't want to say that because they are active in Discord, but the folks at Trendy do not actively watch Discord. It's run from a non-Trendy employee. So, there's a help tab. That's not tech support. That's help, like, not understanding your game. So what did I miss here? Weekly mission? A weekly mission got added back in? Oh, that weekly mission. Derp. Okay. I'm thinking the old monthly setups. Yeah, that had to have been what it was. 600 from that. Can't believe I haven't completed it yet, but haven't played. Here we go, we got somebody in here. I don't play Call of Duty games. I got bored with Call of Duty games many years ago. Battle Right Royale closed beta Discord. I'm wondering how that game is going to go, how that Battle Right Royale is going to go. What's going on there, Mr. Schwizzity? Yeah, if I was to get back into any of those shooter type games, I would go a Battlefield game probably over Call of Duty. Just spamming it around, spamming it around. ESO, nothing wrong with ESO. They've had lots of content. They actually sent me like a full update kit. I've got the game and all the expansions and everything. I haven't played it, but they sent it to me, what, a month? Probably a month ago. Something like that. Oh, I've been playing more Warframe than anything lately, Mr. Schwizzity. I don't stream it as often because people hate on me when I play it. You have the Battlefield 5 open beta. Very nice. Yep, that last hit monk is my preferred it's my preferred DPS character. Without a doubt there, Thomas. So awesome. You know what? We didn't get any cannonballs, huh? I feel like we need some cannonballs in. I'll throw some cannons on that main lane. I've been debating on giving Guild Wars 2 another shot. I started in, I was all excited to play it. I popped in and started playing it, and then the free-to-play model in Guild Wars 2 is... I don't know. I didn't like it. I don't like having the content so limited. I mean, you can't even get a starting quest line until you're level 10. I didn't like that. And that's why I stopped. I did go to level 10, and when I made it to level 10, I'm like, you know what, the hell with this game. But Guild Wars 2 has done a lot of things really right. In the MMO world, people are saying that future MMOs should be basing their game off of Guild Wars 2. Just as there's been... the systems they've got in place, they've done the right things with, you know? Oh, we got so much overkill here, it's not even fair. What's my favorite Warframe? I got mixed emotions. There, Hollow Knight. I really enjoy playing Frost, however, now that I'm getting into the late game stuff a little deeper, all of Frost's abilities really drop off bad, and basically all it is in like late game is a CC hero. I enjoy playing Saren for like all the butt whooping. I like playing Ember as well for all the butt whipping. I'm 19. Mastery 19 there, God Isle game. I've been grinding it pretty hard here the last 6 weeks or so. I actually got my Mesa finally. I actually just hit the... I got the components made. And I just hit the 3-day, you know, the full frame crafting. Just before I started stream. I just got Chroma finished yesterday. Still gotta learn how to play it. Well, there's only one other straight air defense, Alex, and that would be the Hailstorm Tower from the Adept. Oh, speaking of, don't forget, everybody, that giveaway ends tomorrow night. Speaking of the Adept, exclamation giveaway in chat. We'll get you a link to all the details, but that giveaway is going to end tomorrow night. There's lots of good stuff in there, so make sure you get entered in. Got a bunch of stuff given away this month. What's going on there, Jamal? How you doing? I've been playing Warframe for about 2 months. But remember, you can't compare that, because I play games. That's what I do. So, I mean, I put a lot of time into it. I've put more time into Warframe in the last 6 weeks than the average player would probably play in 6 months. It's a super fun game. They definitely did their free-to-play system right in that game, no doubt. Everything in the game is earnable, including the premium currency. There's ways to make... to literally get anything in the game without spending a penny. It's actually easier than you would think. You get access to random prime parts and whatnot very early. Nice, epic, congrats. I needs me a new graphics card. My graphics card is starting to catch up, or the games are starting to catch up to where my graphics card were. It's so funny how the technology changes. Just, I guess it's probably 3 or 4 years old. These graphics cards that I have now are, but they're on the verge of being outdated. That, and I'm running 2 cards. Yeah, it's C7 there, Jamal. Restart your game, Fine Line. Restart your game. If you're on the main screen and you can't click Go to Tavern, odds are you've got a connection issue. So if you restart your game or restart your console to get your connection going again, you're going to be back online. My motherboard, processor, RAM, everything else is good. The only thing lagging behind right now is my GPU. What's going on there, Hugh? How you doing? Humongous has arrived. Yeah, we desperately need some changes though to DD2. I'm anxiously awaiting some update news. Tomorrow we'll get the news. Of course, I'll have a video on the channel right after my Twitch stream, because there is a full dev stream tomorrow. But I'm just not optimistic that we're going to get the release date tomorrow. Verifying files aren't going to do anything, Fine Line. It's, like I said, it's a connection issue. Maybe you got a Steam update pending or something along those lines. You can get away with, most games, you can get away with some of the older processors as long as you have a decent GPU going. Yeah, mastery can be a pain, no doubt about it. It's a lot easier now than it was. Remember when Mastery first released, there was no mods. So mods are all gravy on top as far as Mastery goes. But there's a few maps. There's like one map on every tier that's just, can be just a real pain in the butt. I don't know, I hope so, Hugh, but they haven't done an event in a long time. So I don't know if Trendy is just anti-event. They don't like in-game events, maybe. There hasn't been an actual in-game event, though, in quite some time. Like, since the Carnival, I want to say. I mean, there's been a little, like, they've changed, add snow in during Christmas and stuff like that. But even, like, last year, there was no gifts under the tree, you know? That's one thing that I was just giving some of the trendos a hard time about that just a few days ago. But that's one thing that I think DD2 does bad, and that is in-game events. They don't build any excitement for people to get in-game and play. You know, the other games you look at, there's always events going on. I mean, there should be an event going on, in my opinion, like every month. That's gonna, you know, it's just gonna get people motivated to hop in and play the game. But maybe one day. The Carnival I really, really would love to see come back. That Carnival map was, I mean, nowadays, with our current power levels, it would be absurdly easy, just like everything else in the game. But, man, back in the day, that was brutal. That was the hardest map in the game. No doubt about it. Let's see what we want to do here. Here we go. We got somebody in. Let's get some earth shattering going on. Get some, we'll ball it up a little too. How many DD2 accounts do I have? I don't know, I couldn't even tell you. There, Jamal. I've got like 4, I want to say, on the PC. And then 2 on the Xbox and 1 on the PlayStation. Yeah, see, at first, for 2 years, they did Halloween, special Halloween skins every year. I want to say it was like maybe 2015 and 2016. There was a Halloween skin set. There's 2 different ones. Yeah, defense rate drops in C4. There's been no changes to shard drop locations. Let's see, what do we got left? 200. At least 110. Let's ball it. Want to be a baller. Well, Amin, thank you very much for subscribing. I do appreciate your time. Nah, golden pets were around prior. There were special golden pets in the carnival, like this one right here is a carnival pet. It's not where golden pets came from. Golden pets originally came from the old Onslaught mode. You could get, the old Onslaught mode, you chose the reward you got. And you could pick, weapons. You could pick weapons, armor, or no, weapons, relics, or pets, I think the 3 choices were. And you had a chance of getting at various milestones throughout it. You know, it was endless. It would keep going forever. but at like wave, I want to say it was like after wave 10, or no, it was 15. After wave 15, after wave 25, and after wave 35, you got a special reward. And if you chose pet, your special reward was golden eggs. And that's where golden pets originally started. But yeah, the carnival added in, I think there was like 8 special carnival event pets. But yeah, this is definitely one of them. Golden possessed sword. Funny enough, I did Throne Room. Throne Room was my grinder. Old Onslaught grinder, Hugh. I had some crazy long Throne Room runs. Like I'd have to set up a auto clicker to keep from going AFK when I went to bed and stuff. I've had a few old Onslaught maps that went like 30 hours. Oh, I hear you there, Epic. What we got here now? We got a full group. We got Little Michi the Mess, Sleo Gaming, I Carry Dragon. No clue. You getting burnt out? You should play something different there, Gage. Don't get burned out on any game. Remember, it's a game. It's supposed to be fun. The second you're not having fun, you should instantly switch to another game. I mean, when a game becomes not fun anymore, it's time to stop. You know? You can't make your game work. You know, if it starts feeling like work, then it is officially no good anymore. Time for you to move on. That's why I've been playing so much Warframe. I mean, for me personally, there's nothing to do. I've got 0 things to do in Dungeon Defenders. It's pointless to push Onslaught floors because we're going to a 1-map floor system. Plus, the floor scaling is changing. So if you get to, say, floor 100, in the new system, that's going to be unlocking like floor 50. So it's just an enormous waste of time, in my opinion, to push Onslaught right now. Unless you're having fun. If you're having fun doing it, then that's all the reason you need right there. But fun has got to come first, no doubt about it. Alright, sorry about that. Talking to the wife there. Divinity 2, there you go. There's lots of good games out there. Warframe's free to play. Guild Wars 2 is free to play. You have to, I talked about it earlier, the only thing with Guild Wars 2 is you got to get to level 10, which is a lot of mindless running in circles, killing random things, before you can unlock the quest line. But it is free to play. The entire base experience of the game is free, as far as I understand. Lightrayne can correct me there. Yeah, Lightrayne just is in the middle of doing another Terraria playthrough. You've actually made me want to play it. It's been a while since I played Terraria too. It's an awesome game. I've actually got Graveyard Keeper now too, and Astroneer. So I'm going to be visiting both of those games here really soon. In fact, Astroneer, I think I'm going to start a playthrough this weekend. Remember, I'm going to be out of town. This weekend I'll be out of town Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So there will be no live streams on any of those days. Oh, no doubt about it, Hugh. I mean, the more promotion Trendy does, the better off the game will be. Whether it be through events. I don't think there will be any more crossovers anytime soon. You never know. Maybe. The Terraria crossover, they actually managed to keep a secret the entire time. Co-op expert mode. You gotta come kill them slimes, Lightrayne. Them expert mode slimes, they own me. Expert mode, I am a complete train wreck in Terraria until I get a decent weapon. As soon as I get a first decent weapon, then it's all good. But oh my god, I'm a mess at the beginning. The slimes are too strong. It would be fun though. I should get that Graveyard Keeper playthrough started too. I could do Astroneer and Graveyard Keeper at the same time. The thing with those games, and I'm not sure about Graveyard Keeper because I don't want any spoilers. I haven't been looking stuff up on it. I played like the first 30 minutes of play during like a really early alpha test. But I really know nothing about the game. But I'm assuming there's an end to it. Earthshatters don't hit a bunch of things there below the dragon. I'm not sure why it doesn't hit that boss specifically. My guess would probably be a bug. A little Armageddon action. See if we get a good one. Nope. Not a very good roll on it. Why am I upgrading? Everything's dead except one siege roller that's taking its time. Right, what do we got? What do we got? We'll get legendaries raining from the sky here since we got a full group. Yeah, I'm assuming it's just bugged though. Dragon. Oh, a Penta 2. Why couldn't it have been a Penta 3? There's another one. First 2 on that one. Man, Armageddons are just dropping like crazy, too. Dang, phone battery died. That stinks epic. I'm hoping we get some... I'm not sure what they're going to talk about tomorrow. I didn't see if they teased it on Twitter. I don't think they did. Lately, the last several weeks, they've been teasing what kind of info they were going to give out on Fridays. I'm assuming they might talk about the new maps, but I don't really know. But we should get some new news tomorrow for sure. Wish they'd have given more shards. Shards are a painful grind, no doubt about it. Let's see. Put one of them there. Actually, let's do one here too. Just get a little double dip in here. Yeah, it'll work. I don't think there's going to be another Terraria crossover epic. I think that was a one-time thing. No, I don't. Like I said, I don't know that. Just completely guessing, but I'm pretty sure there won't be another Terraria crossover. I mean, it was an awesome thing. I actually haven't done a Terraria playthrough since. So I've played the DD2 event, but I got carried. I didn't play it for real. My buddy Zeb carried me through it. He is the Terraria master. Let's see, am I overspending? I feel like I'm overspending a little. Yeah, that's not too bad, huh? Something like that'll work. A couple of flame arrows down here, maybe. This lane might get pushed a little bit, but shouldn't get pushed too bad. What does that leave me? 260. That's 230 for up top. That's perfect. Clash, what's up? The problem with shards is a mixed bag. It sucks. Yep. Need more mana. Shards is a mixed bag. See, like right now at the point that I'm at in the game, shards are just clutter. I've got all the shards I need. I don't really need any more. I mean, I could guild more shards. Is there some up top? No, somebody's got mana. Oh, our fourth person dropped. I bet we got the mana bug. Alright, well, we're going to have to manually kill this lane. Till we get some more juice. I could thin this lane out a little just to give me a little help. Let's do that. Kended Rowe, thank you very much for subscribing. I do appreciate it. Move this one down. And we'll go like that. That'll be plenty of help. Well, see, that's the thing there, FDV, is I did the grind. I grinded it all out already. I didn't get anything given to me. I did hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of maps until I got them all, which is a lot to ask. Trendy, I don't think Trendy has the time required versus the reward you get quite right. It does seem like an awful long grind to get not just shards, but once you're done with shards, then you get to do it all over again with mods. So it's, I mean, it's a full-on grind game, no doubt about it. It is without a doubt the grindiest game I've ever played. People told me that Warframe was going to be way more grindy. I'm not having anywhere near that problem in Warframe. Now, I'm getting lucky with drops, too. But, like, the worst drops in Warframe, you'll have, like, an 8% chance of getting it. The worst drops in DD2, it's like... Crap. Why'd I upgrade? I upgraded instead of building. In DD2, there's stuff with way lower drop rates than that. Let's see, we should be good and powerful now. Every tier, it's not just C7 random. It's completely, it's random. The mod quality is completely random. I mean, there's no reason to go farm lower tiers. That's just... Oh, Warframe has completely changed. They're epic, no doubt about it. As far as mod quality goes, though, you get zero benefit for going to lower tiers. Mod quality is not affected by difficulty in any way. Now, of course, you know, if you've had better luck in lower tiers than you've had in higher tiers, it may seem that way to you. But mod quality is completely unaffected by where you're farming the mods at. So, I mean, I've gotten full green mods in Chaos 1, I've gotten full green mods in Chaos 7. Yeah, the C8 amps are ridiculously rare, Hugh. I'm hoping they make those a little more accessible. I'm sure they're gonna, you know, they'll change where they drop with the new system, just because the Onslaught is getting reworked so heavily. I've got all the AP weapons. I've got several of them for sale. Well, theoretically, you've got the greatest chance of getting Shocking Revelation in Chaos 2 FTV. Theoretically. I think I made that pretty clear in the video. The key to farming Shocking Revelation is not going to a lower Q tier, though. The key to farming Shocking Revelation is playing actively on an EV. If you play actively on an EV and you play any tier, you're going to get a Shocking Revelation. It's just going to happen. I mean, when I play the EV actively, I see one like every other map. I mean, it may not be the highest quality, but that mod is so OP, quality doesn't really matter. You know, in theory, the lower the Chaos tier you're in, the smaller pool of mods that will drop. Ooh, fail jump. But if you're playing actively on the EV, that's just not a rare mod. You're just gonna see them if you're playing actively. I hope DD2 doesn't add any more new systems into the game, personally. I would rather see them spend the rest of the time that they work on DD2 on either new content or fixing the old systems. Oh, the scaling is completely off with all mods, Hugh. Every single mod. There's 10 mod tiers. Although there's only 5 bars, each bar has 2 levels. So there's 10 possible mod tiers or mod quality levels that you can get. You either get 1 through 9 or you get 10, period, with every mod. You're going to have no greater success with a 1 out of 10 that you will, or you're going to have no greater success with a 9 out of 10 than you will a 1 out of 10. Now, it makes you feel better looking at it, but the difference is minimal. Every single mod is like that. It's complete. The scaling is completely whacked. And, I mean, Trendy's told us their philosophy. They're just not grasping our philosophy as players. Trendy's philosophy is mob difficulty was not changed when mods were added. So any mod you get is more power versus what you used to have. So from their standpoint, you don't need a high quality mod. Any mod will work. As long as it's the right mod, it will work. But from our perspective as players, it's not a need thing, it's a want thing. We don't need a 10 out of 10 melee boom. We want a 10 out of 10 melee boom. You know, that's, I mean, a 1 out of 10 melee boom will get the job done. It's just, it's a need versus want. And want always wins. Over need in just about all aspects in life. So Trendy missed the boat on that one. There's no doubt in my mind. They underestimated the power of our wanting. I don't know. Like I said, my hopes would be that instead of adding any more new systems to the game, they focus on fixing the broken aspects of the game that's there now, which it's a long list of bugs, and working on new content. New content meaning new maps or new heroes. So fix what's broken, add new stuff for us to do. We don't need any more new systems. We don't need any more reinventing of the wheel. The game is released. It's out of beta mode. There's no reason for us to have Take-Two on all of these different game mechanics. And we get Take-Two and Take-3 on everything. And it's not, in my opinion, it's not what the game needs, and it's not what I personally want. You know? I want new things to do, not the same old things to do in different ways. You know? I think their original hope there, Hugh, is that people would use the market system more, but unfortunately, what the market system did for perfect rolled mods is it filtered all of those perfect rolled mods to a very small part of the player base that had the gold to afford buying them. So newer players didn't get the opportunity to get those perfect rolled mods from player markets. I talked about it before. My weapon manufacturers, I got 200 million gold weapon manufacturers, period. I found the Shocking Revelations. I found it in Chaos 2 though, and I had to upgrade it. So that cost me a chunk. And then I bought Tenacity. And I bought Controller Servo. Those are gender swaps, so Patrick, you can't count those. The gender swapped heroes were requested. They're from DD1. People wanted those. They were heavily requested. You know, things like this right here, where every match we get somebody that bugs out, these are the things that need to be fixed, in my mind. I mean, fix what's broken, keep the same mechanics in the game, give us new content, or start working on DD3. That's what I would love to see. In fact, when Trendy finally says DD3 is under development, I will be so, so happy. Because right now, you know, no matter what we want, no matter what we say, good or bad, the truth to the matter is DD2 is built on an outdated game engine that is no longer supported from its creator. So DD2 is running on an unsupported version of Unreal 3, which means no matter what, the developers at Trendy's hands are completely tied as far as exactly what they're capable of doing with the game. There's massive limitations that they have. If they went with a DD3 and got themselves a fancy schmancy new game engine. That would make a huge difference. Alright, Central, have a good one, man. Thanks for swinging by. Yeah, when incursions were awesome. One of the main things with incursions, when they first came out, we had reasons to do them. It was back before the Chaos Trials existed, before the Chaos Tiers existed, and it was Nightmare. And there was reasons for us to do it. You know, the maximum quality of loot you could get from any map was item power 700, and each incursion you had the chance to get an item power 750 piece. So that gave us reasons to do all those maps. It gave us reasons to farm those maps. Where right now incursions are a complete novelty. A new player that just starts DD2 today, other than just for cosmetic or novelty purposes, there is no reason for any new player to ever bother with incursions. It's just unnecessary. The last decent incursion weapon was without a doubt the Shadow Flame Dagger. And the Shadow Flame Dagger, or Shadow Flame Knife, pardon me, is still really, really good. But it requires a max roll to be the same power level as was before. Which, you know, it makes it... I mean, it's farmable if you got a whole lot of patience. I mean, I've done the map probably 100 times. The Altar of Anthame incursion. I've done it at least 100 times since this new system came in, and I've yet to get a perfect roll. Well, I think that's the thing there, Epic, is it's not about sponsoring streamers, it's about marketing. Trendy doesn't sponsor anyone. They did paid sponsorships back when the game first was released. There was a couple of bigger streamers that were paid to play, but that didn't really do anything for the game. Yep, mana again. Did we get stiffed again? Yeah, getting chrome enemies for a toxic shock, absolutely. Mana bugs. Well, let's drop everything down to 2 Rs per lane. What, you did chrome enemies for toxic shock, you did the life root incursion for the frosty power, you did like unholy catacombs for a higher quality chest piece. I mean, there was reasons to do the incursions back in the day, you know. 100% for certain. I don't know. I can't complain. I've gotten more than enough enjoyment out of DD2. I mean, over the years, I've spent tons and tons of money on DD2, but on the same note, there's only been one other game in the history of my personal gaming that I've put more hours into than DD2, and that was World of Warcraft. So I certainly can't complain. I've gotten my money's worth out of DD2 for sure. Lots and lots and lots of hours. I need to get rid of that command. The poll is still there, but Xbox One. PlayStation's not going to catch up. It's It's just it's turned into such a different game. You know, before it was a casual grinder. Now it's not a casual grinder. I mean, it is. But it requires just ridiculously enormous amounts of time to get to the top. It's tough to do with a limited number of maps. Now, of course, we know we got new maps coming. Tidal Wave. It's the floor 80 plus monk mod. I don't know, like I said, I can't, I complain. I'm Trendy's #1 critic, I think. I let him know what I think. But on the same note, I have gotten tons and tons and tons of time out of the game. Ancient Power is very, very casual, Omar. It takes 0 skill level to do. It's just a matter of time grinding. Ancient Power is very, very... Oh, we're getting overrun. Ancient Power is super, super easy to go through, and they're making it easier. Did I not put a Skyguard up there? Or did it get wrecked? Oh, it got wrecked. No, you don't have to, like Sunbake said, that's the thing too, is Ancient Power is completely optional. I mean, you can play to your heart's content without using it. Ancient Power is a system for people that want to be at the very, very top. If you don't want to grind Ancient Power over and over and over again, there's no purpose, no point in using it. But, I mean, you can easily get... Oh, the AP grind will be way easier, Andrew. No doubt in my mind. Just the change to Onslaught floors. I mean, right now, as it stands, the AP grind consists of doing floor 55 to 65. Just with the changes to Onslaught floors, it's going to reduce the amount of time considerably. They've even said right on there that the time for an Ancient Power reset is going to go way down. It's going to be much quicker, but that it will be more difficult to do. I mean, right now it's full AFK. You Netflix through Ancient Power now, so maybe you'll have to pay attention. Marknado, the quality doesn't matter, Thermal. It's the same no matter what quality it is. There's a few mods like that. Marknado is one of them. Mod quality, that one doesn't matter. I'm using a low quality Marknado in mine. 2-bar. But yeah, mod quality just doesn't matter on Marknado. It's the exact same thing at whatever. The main thing it gives you, Patry, is it gives you experience and gold boosts. The power level gain is 10%. I mean, it's straight up 10%. So do you want to spend 1,000 hours to get 10% more power? No, definitely not. If that was the only reason to do Ancient Power, nobody would do it. It seems a little pricey. All of the prestigious weapons, unless it's got a perfect mod on it, there's none of the prestigious weapons should be selling for more than $1 million now. Especially with the news coming that they're going to be really easy to obtain and no longer require using Ancient Power to get them. The prices on those should just drop. The stuff that's going to release after the update is going to be better. It's guaranteed minimum 5 of 10 mod quality. So don't spend your gold on an Ancient Power weapon right now. No doubt about it. Either buy one after the update or just find one after the update. Nah, it doesn't really affect it like that, Patry. if you're using Ancient Power in a smart way, then you're getting up to 250 minimum ascension level or close to it before you start. The 5% XP gain each time is no noticeable difference. Where it helps is after you're done and you have to gain 3,000, 4,000 ascension levels back just to fill up your new ascension caps. That's where it makes a difference. As far as doing the Ancient Power resets, that 5% XP boost does 0. 100% nothing. So, I mean, don't even look at that. I mean, unless you just absolutely love the game, you want to play nothing else, and all you want to do is grind DD2, don't even consider that aspect of it. It's the long-term goal, not the short-term, you know? I mean, the Ancient Powers getting doubled will help. That is definitely going to help. There's no release date yet, even. Not soon enough is the release date. I think the player base would have been a lot happier if it was out a while ago. Here's Blaster Caster. Frantic 2. That's not the good one. $2,000% gold bonus. That would take some work. That would definitely take some work. I'm pretty happy with what I got. 220%, 210%. I got 210%. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, we got a spot open. Anybody that wants in, feel free to hop on in and join us. Let's see. What do we got? We got 250 per lane on this one. Let's just do this. Check back tomorrow there, Thermal. We'll find out more info tomorrow. Exclamation news in chat. We'll get you a link to Trendy's blog, though. And that is, there's, what, the last 3 or 4 blog posts are all talking about what's upcoming. So there's info, teased info out there, but not a whole lot of solid info yet. Even this many months down the road, still not a whole lot. Not a lot of info. Ooh, I way overspent. That leaves me 130. Man, why do I keep overspending like this? There, it leaves me 250 over here, but it's a flyer lane, so it's all good. Go back to Chaos 7. What do you mean go back to Chaos 7? Chaos 7's the top. Grinding Onslaught is definitely not... Your reward for grinding Onslaught is what? If you're using Ancient Power, you'll get higher minimum ascension caps. You have the chance of getting Chaos 8 amps after floor 80, but the Chaos 8 amps are extremely rare. Why is everyone Monk? Because the Monk is awesome there, Tom. Why wouldn't everybody be monk? Is the real question. Thank you very much for subscribing. I do appreciate it. Gold farming is farming Chaos 7. It's where you get the most amount of gold. Or XP. Or loot. I mean, if you're farming gold, XP, or loot, Chaos 7 is where you farm it. You don't want to go anywhere else. You get the most XP, the most gold, and the highest tier of loot. Right there. Mass Destruction you don't get, Mr. Schwizzity. It's earned from Mastery. You have to play Mastery mode. It's the very first Hyper Shard you get, though. So you basically got to earn, what, 55 stars in Mastery? Or is it 50? 50 or 55 stars in Mastery to get your first one. And it is Mass Destruction. Mass Destruction's a good one. No doubt about it. Mass Destruction is debatably the most powerful shard in the game right now. It gives you the single largest power increase of any other shard. I think the only thing that could even come close to disputing its power would be defense rate. And then, in that case, it's got to be gilded. Like, a gilded defense rate can compete with Mastery. I should test that. Do a strongest shard in the game video. Just to get the debate started. Because how do you compare range? You know, there's no equal way to compare more range. But more range means, of course, you're hitting mobs more times. You know, I have never once, not even just to play around with it, have I ever used automation. I debated on putting it on Skyguard towers and creating a target dummy Skyguard tower monk for high Onslaught floors for EMPs. But, I mean, that would be like a complete novelty. Lavamancer's a melee. If you like punching things, you'll enjoy the Lavamancer. His defenses are fun. Volcano is awesome. Destructive Pylon is not even close to being in that conversation, Andrew. Destructive Pylon's a great shard to have, but it is not even remotely close to being the most powerful in the game. No comparison. I mean, you would have to have like 10 defenses stuffed inside of it, getting the buff before it to match the power of, well, 10 is exaggerating. Well, I mean, statistically, you'd have to have 3.5 defenses in the area just to match the power gain you get off of one Mass Destruction shard. So, I mean, Destructive Pylon is great, but it's not in that conversation of most powerful in the game. It would have to be Mass Destruction, a gilded defense rate. People who enjoy Lavamancer love the Lavamancer, Omar. I personally don't play the Lavamancer very often, because I'm not a big fan of melee. Everybody knows that. So my opinion versus melee heroes is always a little fluked, just because I just don't enjoy playing them. I want to shoot stuff. Like on the monk, the only time I go into melee range is to nuke something. Three projectiles. The thing with the Lavamancer is if you enjoyed the Lavamancer before, you probably like the Barbarian more now. Because the Barbarian's just an absolute beast. The Lavamancer definitely feels, if compared directly to the Barbarian, the Lavamancer can be considered underwhelming, I think, compared to the Barb. But to even bother playing either of them, you have to enjoy that melee life. Well, the most important thing is playing the one that you like the most. You don't have to hit the mob with 20 million health for 300 million damage. It's not required to win. That's what you know, DD2, the power levels are so fluctuated versus the mob difficulty. Like the last hit, this monk build, the last hit nuke monk, if I switched over to Dragolich, I can get one-shots of 690 million damage. Even at floor 999, there's not a mob that has 690 million damage, or 690 million health. So, based off of that, I mean, our power levels are just blown through the roof. So you should definitely, you know, it's a grind game, so enjoy the grind. Play whatever is the most fun. Because you're capable of playing any hero and getting all the way through all of the game's content. Just enjoying the time spent, you know? Does the Barb have a personal mall cutie? No, the Barb definitely doesn't. I love those Lavamancer walls. If they weren't 60 DU, I'd probably use them quite frequently. The main reason I use the Mystic walls over the Lavamancer walls is the CC is a little bit more consistent, and it's half of the DU cost. Nope. The strongest health mob that Marcos saw at floor 999 was just over 600 million health. They're thermal. So no, nothing with billions. No billions. The highest health mobs are actually not ogres. A lot of people, I mean, they should be. You would think that it would be, but it's not. It's, I believe the highest health is the Tuskar, has the highest potential health. Well, you just gotta like the hack and slash there, Tom. The Barbarian's a beast if you like that playstyle. There's no doubt about it. And don't talk about the playtest during live streams. That's breaking your non-disclosure agreement. I mean, it ain't me breaking mine, it's you breaking yours. But don't do it. Twinkie, what's up? I said potential there, Thermal. You're missing potential. Every mob has a range of what health they can go up to, and it's never the same. Every boss, and Tuskar has a higher pool than any ogre. Now it might be Gregory might get up to the same level. They don't spawn and they're just this many million. That's not how it works. You know that from playing it. They spawn and they could be between this number and that number, and it's randomly chosen. It's never the same amount, ever. Yep, that's it. Plus 1B. You get the bonus Bs. Did I just place a earth shatter up top somewhere? I don't see it. And they're supposed to travel quicker too, Lightrayne, in between targets. Now, I mean, it's tough to test that, but on the little in-game description it says that it increases their travel time in between. Gregory's a chump there, Thermal. Ogres in general are all one-shots waiting to happen. Gregory being the toughest, of course, of the ogres, but as soon as you start playing your monk, or dryad, or barbarian, or what other one-shot heroes are there? The EV, I guess, if you did it properly with the bots. All mobs are potential one-shots. Let's throw a little flyer control in up here too, just for giggles. What else we want? Seems like we're overbuilt. Yeah, we still got DU. Let's add something else in over here. 'Cause why not? Let's get all heavy duty on this lane. Thanks there, Jay. I do appreciate it. I played RuneScape way back in the day there, Omar. I know lots of people that played RuneScape. I bet you Lightrayne played it. I think the hardest single shot has got to be the monk, but like I said, it's a matter of, do you need it? How many millions over the highest health mob in the game do you really need to hit, you know? Even the Gun Witch, for that matter. I mean, the Gun Witch, that Ice Needle, that Fun Witch build for the Gun Witch, your Ice Needle crits will one-shot everything in the game prior to floor like 200, floor 250. So, I mean, you're going to two-shot everything in the game prior to floor 1000. There's just lots of really powerful heroes right now. I mean, power level is never... The power level of heroes has never been disputed, I don't think. Nice, Twinkie. I got a legendary one already. Just got to get that... Mine, I would have to move the mods around to use it. And I don't want to trash the... I'm going to wait until the new prestigious weapons are dropping. Yeah, EV2, the Huntress was best at one point. The Squire was best at one point. The Monk has been best at most points. The EV2 was. The Abyss Lord was, believe it or not. The Gun Witch definitely was. I mean, what hero hasn't been the top number at some point? The Apprentice hasn't. The Adept hasn't, but the Adept brings an entirely different game. The EV2 was the first hero I broke 1,000,000 DPS on, though. And that was back in the time that, like, good DPS was considered like 250,000, and it managed to break 1,000,000 on the EV2. I think there's a video of it. Stun in disbelief, 1,000,000 DPS. Now you can do 1,000,000 DPS and with practically no gear. The cannonball bounce, hell yeah. Those bowling ball turrets from DD1. That's of the two things that I really, really would love to see come back to the game from DD1 when the Countess comes. Now we know at some point the Countess will arrive because it's another gender swap from DD1. So the 4 gender swaps at some point will be in the game. And I'm hoping that the Countess brings another wall, which I'm hoping is the bouncer blockade. And I'm really hoping that the cannonballs get turned into those bowling balls, as those were just awesome. Who knows at this point, David? Those bowling ball turrets, man, every stairway in the game, if you pop those bad boys at the top of the stairway, that lane was over. Such an awesome defense. Oh yeah, proton charging the Harbinger. I can't say I miss it. The whole proton charge the Harbinger spam thing was not the most fun gameplay in my eyes. 5 bells, thank you very much for subscribing. I do appreciate it a ton. Ooh, inventory filling up. I'm gonna have to get rid of stuff before I can loot the rest of the map, I think. Don't like the barb? You don't like the barb. Nothing wrong with that. Not everybody's gonna love every hero. It's just how it goes. Well, just remember it's hard to see on, you know, we see numbers from Steam, but we don't see numbers from Xbox and PlayStation. And I do know for a fact that the bulk of the DD2 community is on consoles, not on PC. See what else I can get rid of. Oh, I wasn't 100% full. I was damn near though. Let me just clear this last page real quick before I loot the map. It's not full green, I'm just not interested. Nope, nothing. Alright, let's see what kind of loot we got in here. Ah, I missed out on my loot by you guys spamming G. That sucks. All that loot is gone. I know there's perfect green mods sitting there. Everybody G'd on me. Nobody will G to start it. Anyway, we'll do one more map here and then call it a day. Like I said, I'm going out of town this weekend, so I got to start preparing for that. I got to get some videos recorded and have some content ready to go on the channel while I'm gone, because I am going to be completely unplugged for a minimum about 3 days. I'll have my phone on me, but that's about it. Oh, it did give it to me. I got lucky. I thought once it did the initial pickup, it wouldn't loot anything else, but it did give me this stuff. Sweet. Let me just do this one more bag real quick here. Looking for greens. Where you at, greens? Nothing. All right. What do we want to do? Let's do some of that. And some of that. This one got lots of DU. 300 per lane if you shut it down. You shut it all the way down to 3 lanes. Let's see, let's see. That'll probably work, right? Well, you know what? Let's do one more. And over here, what do we got left? We got 330. Can do that. Put one down here to shoot down that lane. Is that lined up right? Yeah, it looks good. That leaves me 150 left. Easy decision. In fact, let me get rid of this one. Put it over here. That'll take care of the flyers and help with the lane for the mobs going this way. No, I keep 9 out of 10 mods too, there, Omar. But, I mean, all that matters is max. It's either max or it's not max. I mean, yeah, you're going to see a slight number difference between 1 out of 10 and 9 out of 10. But it's not going to affect your play at all. It's not going to be enough of a difference where... Am I going to play the tower defense game with the heroes? I'm not sure. Not many people responded that they wanted to see more of it, David. I mean, I was up for playing it. No, not incursion weapons, Twinkie. The ancient power weapons, the prestigious weapons. Prestigious weapons are going to drop with a minimum 5 of 10 mod quality after the update. And they're supposed to have a greater chance of getting the increased quality. You think I'm crazy? Why do you think I'm crazy? Or you're talking about Twinkie. Twinkie's crazy. There's no doubt about that. It's got really, really good reviews, David. That one, and I actually was ready to start a Defense Task Force playthrough, and I started looking through the reviews after release, and they're bad. People are saying there's a lot of problems with game saves, and that it's like I guess, like game saves are not happening properly in Defense Task Force. But I was all geared up, ready to start a playthrough from it. I had my recording software loaded, everything. And I started looking at it. It's like I can't start a playthrough of something that I can't save. You know? But that Hero Defense has actually got really, really good reviews on Steam. And quite a few of them. Wonder what the player base is like. I'm going to AFK here and look real quick. Let's see. Oh wow, it's got no player base. Something must be bugged on it. There's no way it's got that few players. It's got more developers than that logging in. It's saying it only averages 2 players. I mean, it's got more than 2 people that are just developers logging in to play it, you know? That, what else is there? There's an older one that I'm gonna do for next Tuesday. I can't even remember what it's called. Let me look real quick. Since I'm AFKing, this is the AFK tabbed out stream. Since it's the AFK tabbed out stream, let me check. Defense, I'm not seeing it now. Oh, Gemcraft. Gemcraft is one that's going to be coming up. It actually released... Wait, it actually released in 2015. Overwhelmingly positive reviews. I mean, first off, any tower defense game getting overwhelmingly positive reviews. That's a little much. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that one next week. A little Gemcraft. That'll be interesting to check out. The next Warframe stream will probably be later today over on Twitch, Tom. The full name of that Hero Defense Haunted Island. So I think there may be something funny going on there with the Steam charts. Like, Steam charts isn't recognizing the Hero Defense Haunted Island players or whatever. It definitely looked playable. I mean, it looked like a game that I would enjoy playing through. No, that was the stream there, Twinkie. Looks like it dipped. Guess I'm gonna make this the last map after all. It looks like it recovered temporarily, but we all know I got some massive packet loss issues here. What's going on? Nope. That actually launched now, David. I'm ready to start a playthrough of it. That's why I was talking about it earlier. Graveyard Keeper and Astroneer. I think I'm gonna get some little side playthroughs of that going. We know we're not getting any DD2 updates anytime soon. I've never played Trove. The DD2 update is going to be at a minimum of a couple of weeks. The quickest, which, I mean, hopefully we find out a release date tomorrow. We could potentially find out a release date tomorrow. I'm not going to get myself all hyped up like I have every Friday for the last 6 weeks, though. So I'm just going to pretend like it's not a big deal. Astroneer is an awesome game. They've had some massive changes since the last playthrough I've done. This would actually be my 5th, I think it's my 4th or my 5th Astroneer playthrough. And it's a completely different game. It's not even close to being the same game as it was the last time I played, but that's, you know, that comes with playing early access title, you know. Stardew Valley's ungodly, addicting, and relaxing there, Thermal. You can play that for ages. Stardew Valley, like, is one of those games where you feel like you're just kind of kicked back, relaxed, and the next thing you know, you look up and it's been 8 hours. You know, it's one of those games, no doubt. Oh, I know. I'm just trying to refrain. I've been disappointed the last bunch of weeks there, David, so I'm trying not to get all excited for nothing, you know. I don't need another grind game, Tom. I'm playing 3 grind games right now. I mean, I've put Fortnite on the back burner, Save the World, but DD2, Fortnite, and Warframe, I mean, you just don't even have enough sleep. There's not enough time to sleep if you're playing those 3 games. Alright, everybody, that is going to do it for today. So thank you all so much for swinging by. Appreciate you all a ton. For those that didn't watch this morning's video, it's been over 6 years now since I started the YouTube channel. And I really do appreciate all the support everyone's given over the years. It's been a tough grind to get the channel to where it is, and hopefully it can keep going up. So thank you all an absolute ton. Giveaway ends tomorrow night. If you're not aware, get yourself in the giveaway. Let me spam some body stuff. That giveaway ends tomorrow at midnight, so make sure that you are entered without a doubt. Yeah, Save the World is a big-time grind game. It's a grinder there, Tom, no doubt about it. You do the same flavor maps over and over and over again throughout the whole thing. The Save the World doesn't have a battle pass. That's just the BR version. Anyway, everybody get entered in that video, or get entered in that giveaway. All the info is in that video. There's a solid chance I could be doing some Warframe later on over on Twitch. So there is a link to the Twitches. And tomorrow, remember, tomorrow's live stream is over on Twitch at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 2 hours earlier than the normal stream time, because it's following up immediately after the dev stream, so we can talk about all the hotness to come that gets announced tomorrow from the Trendy dev stream. So thanks a ton, everybody. I really do appreciate y'all, and we'll see you all next time around. Take it easy.